All righty. Good evening, Loud and Corral. So I got to be completely transparent with you. If this is sort of like a message in a bottle. If you are seeing this video, that means we had to cancel rehearsal due to the snow that sort of came in this afternoon. And man, it hasn't been this snowy and this cold, especially this cold here ever since I've lived here. It's pretty amazing. And I'm really, really sad that we can't be in person because I look forward to this music. I look forward to being with you all. But I'll be honest, better safe than sorry in all situations. And like I said the past couple weeks, your work on the Mozart Requiem so far has been absolutely incredible. We're in really good shape. That's why we work so hard at rehearsals, so that when a snow day like this pops, we can feel free and not pressured to get out there in maybe some dangerous driving conditions, and we can stay safe home, warm, ready to go. Now, this is going to be a virtual rehearsal. I'm a little rusty on this. We haven't done one of these since the pandemic, but I learned some things during the pandemic about what was really helpful in this context altogether. And certainly, considering we're not doing virtual rehearsals every week, what I want tonight to be is just a check in on music. I want to bang out some notes of some various things. That we'll work on some we'll go through a new movement together, sort of part by part a little bit. But then I have some recordings that I'll share with you all, and we'll play together. And I invite you to sing along, and you can go back through and play through this as much as you want. I'll also let you know that, as you can tell, it is light behind me. That is because this is a pre-made video. That being said, the Max in the comments, probably saying hello now-ish or before this, that is me as well. So I'm exist in two times. How incredible is that? So what's neat is I'm here to answer questions in the chat if you got them during this. I'll be on here live with you all 6 p.m.-ish here. But just know that I felt that we wanted to create a rehearsal experience for you all virtually that was a little tighter, had a little more tech to it, being able to share those recordings, and that just required us to pre-record. So find a quiet space in your house, and or not, just sing loudly in front of people in your kitchen or something. But anyway, it's great to be with you all, even if it is virtually. One of the things we pride ourselves on here at the Loudon Corral is we just keep pushing forward no matter what. And so we'll do this tonight, and then hopefully, cross your fingers, we get some less cold, less snowy weather, and we can be back in person for the remainder of the season. All right. Now, let's begin rehearsal like we do every week with a little bit of stretching. Now, I understand that, it's probably weird if you stood up at home and I'm at the piano. And so I invite you to just do whatever it is that you think you need to do to get your body warm. Also, this probably won't be a full hour and a half. Hour and a half sitting virtually in front of a screen is almost never, ever fun unless it's like a really good Netflix series. And I don't have that kind of production value. All right. Repeat after me. All right, very good. Let's do a little bit of warming up here on a little Veo, all right, everybody, different angle. You're gonna notice this angle pop in because guess what? When I went to record this the first time, those little bits I played on the piano, including the warm-up, didn't come through on the way I was recording. Technical stuff, doesn't it happen all the time? So we're gonna do little bits and pieces of things here. So when you see this flip, we got you. It was a quick edit. All right, let's warm up. Veil, 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 veil. 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 Veil, 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 veil. Veil, 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 veil. Great job. Hip, hip, ho. Hip, hip, ho, 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 ho. Hip, hip, 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 ho. I love to sing. 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 One more. I love to sing. Great job, everybody. Let's get right to work. Great. Let's all have a seat if you're not already seated, and let's open our music and just get to work here together today. So we're going to begin on the confutatis. We read this a bit last week, but I hope that I can bang out some parts here for individuals. We can look at this together, and then we're going to play a recording. We'll sing through it all together. You can go back through that and listen to that as many times as you want after. All right, so confutatis is on page 35 of your Bärenreiter Mozart Requiem here. Give you a second to get there. Remember, this is in that section of the piece, which is all about fear, anguish, worrying about judgment, right? The tenors and basses begin with this amazing, exciting confutatis duet at the beginning, really aggressive. The text is, when the cursed are confounded and consigned to fierce flames. And then we know the sopranos and altos come in and they sing Voca me, call me with the bless. This amazing contrast. Simple, but so awesome. All right, so now that you're there, let's begin. We're just going to take some parts completely separately. I'm going to slowly play through them and sing through them with you all. We're going to begin with the basses on page 35. All right, bass, you begin on A. Alrighty, so on page 35, basses, first page of the confutatis. Here we go. And 1. Confutatis maledictis, flammis acribus addictis. Maledictis, flammis acribus addictis. Good. Now it's time for the tenor part, top of page 35. Here we go, tenors, and go. Confutatis maledictis, for 1. Flammis acribus addictis, flammis acribus addictis. Great. Let's continue on with the sopranos and altos. Sopranos and altos, I'm just going to play your part along with you. Remember, altos is very high. And you can sing on DDD, text, whatever you want. Here we go. Voca me. 3 and 4. D, 2, 3, and off. How'd that go? Pretty good? Let's do it one more time. Same place. Last measure, bottom of page 35. Follow along, everybody. We're just going to go sequentially here. Last measure, measure 7 on 35. Here we go, soprano alto. 3, go. 2 and 3 and Nice. Now, basses, let's do You Alone again. Page 36. Keep following along. Pick up to measure 11, basses. Here we go. And 3. Confutatis maledictis, flammis acribus addictis. Confutatis maledictis, maledictis, flammis acribus addictis. Off. Good. Tenors, your turn. And again, tenors, this gets really high and ringy, and so find what works for your voice. Maybe it's some falsetto, maybe it's full operatic tenor. I know we have some female tenors in there, and it might help you guys just to, sing however you want. Really go for this section, though. This is a triumphant moment. Here's 11 and 1. Confutatis maledictis, flammis acribus addictis. Confutatis maledictis, flammis acribus addictis. Tenors, one quick thing to look at is look at measure 11. That flaw of flammis is going to feel very long. Let's do the tenor part one more time. And 11. Confutatis maledictis, flammis acribus addictis. Confutatis maledictis, flammis acribus addictis. And sopranos and altos, you go on. 3 and 4. 2. Oh, we'll pause real quick. Maybe I went too fast there. Let's, in case you got lost, we're at measure 17. Measure 17, page 37. Here we go. Alto, soprano. 3, go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Soprano, alto. And on that unison note there. Let's do that one more time. Top of 37. Volca me. 3 and 4. 2, 3, and 4. One. And then we get to our little spooky section here. Basses come in. All right, so here we go. Let's take this last section apart all the way to the end of this movement. All right. And then we'll go through a recording of it and sort of sing through with that. All right, so we're at measure 26. I just want to hear basses and tenors. Basses, you come in first on the C flat. You know, remember what's so cool about this section is the text is, I kneel in supplication and humility, my heart crushed like ashes. And if you all listen to and follow along with the bass part here, the bass part literally gets crushed and kneels, right? Starting E flat, their next entrance, D, their next entrance, it's literally leading us down that crushing feeling. It's amazing. All right, basses. This is measure 26. Basses come in first, tenors you follow on beat 3. Here we go, 26, 3, 4, 1, 2. Three, 4. Basses. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now let's do that same thing, but with sopranos and altos. Measure 26. Sopranos and altos. I'm going to give you that bass note so you can have that harmony in your. You're going to get used to hearing this bass note and then coming in here. All right. So the alto note, soprano note. Here, measure 26, and 1, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Here's that bass note, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Bass note, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Very nice. All right, let's now go and sing through this entire movement with a recording. That should be really exciting. All right. Alrighty. Let's get that set up. I'll be sort of in the corner waving my arms, I guess. I don't know how much help that is, but we'll see, right? All right. Let me do this. It's funny. I used to be so fast. You know, we all kind of were, right? In the pandemic, we all got so good at doing all this stuff. And, you know, lost a little bit of it. All right. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, guys. See, but this is how, this is organic. All right, here we go. Begin the chair. Ah, there we go. Okie dokie smoky. Good, we'll be faster the next time we share. All right, here we go. Confutatis. Let's do it. Here we go. Awesome. Very good job, everybody. Here, I was wondering, since we're here, since we've just done that, let's turn the page and let's review the Lacrimosa. You sing this beautifully, but again, we want to review a couple things this evening. And so let's just push right ahead with the Lacrimosa. Go ahead and sing along on page 40 if you got lost there, and do your best. Let's do some Lacrimosa. Here we go. This is a beautiful recording. Coming up. High sopranos, high mediatron. Oh, isn't that one of the best things? I know we've been relishing in that movement in this music together for a while, but it just listening to it never ceases to amaze me. All right, so I'm queuing up what we'll sing through next, but first I want us to go over some pitches together and go over some notes together. So one movement that we wanted to do afresh and to new tonight was the ostias. All right, so the ostias is this movement that give me 2 seconds. Let me find the page number for you all. All right, very good. We are on page 51 for the ostias. 51 for the ostias. And this is part of the sort of the offertory part of the Requiem Mass. It's in this section, or the offertorium, as you'll see it labeled. But this is always an interesting section of a Requiem Mass for a composer to tackle because it's in such stark contrast to all the sort of blood and guts movements of the opening, right? We begin, of course, with the introit, which is always this requiem aeternam, this idea of rest perpetual, perpetual light shining upon you, these pieces. Now, of course, we sing Kyrie, Christ have mercy, Lord have mercy. Then we go right into the Dies Irae, right? We go right into this really intense music. And then the back end of the Requiem Mass is sort of these more gentle movements. There's still stuff about some pieces that feel sort of dark and in that mood of a requiem. But for example, the Ostias text is, "We offer unto thee, O Lord, sacrifice and prayers of praise. Receive them on behalf of the souls who we remember this day." Right? Here are our prayers for the people we've lost. Right? And so what do you do with that? Also, let's remind ourselves that this is the section completed by Süssmayr, right? And so it's interesting because it is totally classical in style. Remember, Süssmayr and Mozart were colleagues; they were friends. There's letters back and forth with them. Why? That's why Süssmayr was the person who's chosen or really put himself involved to complete this work as we know it today. But you'll notice the music is simpler, right? It's beautiful. It has all sorts of sort of hallmarks of traditional classical style, right? That classical music era, think about 1750 to about Beethoven, in that sort of 50-ish year period is what we're talking about here. And but it's gentle, right? The Ostias is gentle, right? And so it's been 3/4, right? Right? It's sort of this beautiful, lilting, simplistic thing. And so I wondered if we could take a look at this tonight. I think the best thing for us to do is to play through some parts through. It's a little drudgery, but it's new, so I want to give that to us. And we'll, of course, go 2 parts at a time, because I think in this movement, that's pretty easy to do. So let's begin this time with sopranos and altos right on your first vocal entrance. 3 measures in, top of page 51. All right, flip back to this view again, and let's work on the notes to the Ostias. All right, so we're going to begin with soprano and alto, and we are just going to go right now. We're going to split this into 2 parts as I bang out the parts for you guys. We're going to start on page 51, right on the edge of it, and go right all the way to measure 19, 20, 21. We'll pause, we'll go back and do tenor bass, and then we'll move forward through the rest of the movement. All right. Again, you can sing on DDD, you can sing on text. You're in your own home. I can't tell you what to do. Whatever you need to get these pitches into your brain. We'll go nice and slow. All right, alto note, soprano note. This is page 51, Ostias. 1 and 2 and 3. 2, 3, 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Oh, we weren't going on. My bad. All right, back now to, good job, sopranos and altos. Now back to page 51. Tenors and basses, your turn. Here we go. Great job. Here we go. Bass note, tenor note, 1 and 2 and 3. 2, 3, 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 2, 3, 1, and that's it. All right, good. Now we're on page 52, everybody. Measure 23, and we'll push to the end, sopranos and altos, and then tenor bass will go back and catch you. This is page 52, measure 23. Soprano and alto, you start. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 3 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2. 2, 3 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, and let's finish it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2. 2 and 3 and 2, 3. Very nice. All right, let's go now to measure 23 again, back on page 52. Tenors and basses, let's do your part, and then we'll go back and do this with the recording. Again, I know that's a lot to throw at you. This is just dipping your toe into the pool, people. This is not perfection. We're not live together, right? This is just to get some notes into your ear, get some style into your ear, really just keep us on track with our learning and our listening. All right, measure 23, page 52, tenors and basses. Bass note, tenor note, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 2. 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and go. 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 3, 1. 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and very, very good. All righty. I know that was just a tear through of pitches, but now let's go back. Let's sing along to a recording of it just to get a flavor. And even maybe you nailed this movement tonight as we went through it. But even if you didn't, tonight's just a primer. Go back and listen to this. Go back and listen maybe to the parts, but also go ahead and listen to this recording several times. Ba-ba-ba. Here we go. Let's get our ostias going. Oh, the other thing is, you'll notice there is another little fugue, not as difficult as the Kyrie Detroit one that we'll try to review here at the end today. But you'll note there's a little fugue at the end of this. That we actually introduced earlier in the piece. We'll get to that later, probably next week actually. This Quam Olim Abrihe. And so that's a reprise when we turn the page on 54. All right, but for now, we're in the beautiful lilting 3/4 section. We will stop before we go to the fast section. Here we go. Ostias. Just for fun, let's listen on, shall we? Love that part. Kudos. Isn't that great? That's awesome. Yeah, we're definitely going to get starting to work on that little Quo Moly Mabrehe fugue next week. All righty. So as we sort of roll down here a little bit, guys, because again, it's a virtual rehearsal and staring at a screen for a long time is tricky. What I thought we would do is review everything else we have looked at. Okay. So, oh, also real quick, and so that's how we'll end tonight. We'll end with starting with the introit, the very beginning, right on page, what page does it start on? Page 3, Requiem, the very first page, Requiem, Introitus. And then let's just go right through. We're going to go right through the introit in the Kyrie fugue into the Dies Irae. We're just going to plow through. I'll talk a little bit in between. But I think that's just going to be good for us to get a reminder. And again, you can go back, you slow this down. But we're in great shape, right? So next week we'll have to dust some rust off as happens. Pray we get better weather. We'll dust some rust off though, and then we will just go right into working on that Quo Moly Mabrehe theme, and then tear through a little bit more. There is also one really fun movement, the Rex Tremende. I don't think we'll get to that next week, but certainly coming up. But again, you all doing a great job. If you've stayed and watched this video to the end, you're a champ, and I'm sure many of you have, because you guys are rock stars. Your commitment to being together in community, and who knows what I'm saying in the chat, but your commitment to being together in community is incredible. Your commitment to this group is amazing. And so let's just keep it rolling, right? This is going to be an incredible concert. I've been contracting the orchestra for it, which is always, a amazing experience because I get excited about all the great people we get to work with. It's stressful because you're like, oh, I'm booked that day. I can't play that day. And so oh, and I have a friend and I have this. And so it gets tricky to put things together, but we're so close. This is going to be an outstanding concert. People are going to want to be in attendance to, and that you're going to want to sing in. This is an amazing piece of music. Yeah, it's a piece of music a lot of people know, but great stuff is great typically for a reason. And so thank you all for sticking in here with this. And again, our work is going to be, learning these notes, but really polishing it, making it sound great, and then creating a lot of detail and a lot of nuance. That's what's going to send our performance over the edge. All right, so make sure you're on that introitus. We're just going to push through. Here we go. And see you at the end. Here we go. Here we go. It's nice to hear this intro with that full orchestra. You hear the colors, mystery. range. Real bass. That gorgeous soprano solo out of the mist. Here we go. We get that second theme coming in here in a second. Here we go. You hold on, you got this. Your best. Next doesn't matter. Pass. sing this part. Here we go. That was fast, wasn't it? Again, I just hope you got to hear the whole picture. All right, here comes the DSC day. Here comes the DSC day. Hold on. We got this. Turn the page. You got this. Keep pushing forward. Our notes. Here we go. Turn the faces. There it is. All right. Well, I hope you all did great. I bet you guys read spots off a page. I believe in you. That Kyrie was pretty fast though. But either way, the good news about a virtual rehearsal is it's just time for you to listen as much as it is time for you to sing and to phonate. So even if what you did a lot of tonight was just listening, that is helping us long term. That amazing recording by Hervega, the conductor Hervega, Collegium Vocale Gent. It's so good. And so you get to hear this amazing performance, get that in your ears. And again, as I always say, people always say, well, how do I learn some of this tricky music? How do I get it? You know what, guys? One of the best ways to do it is to actually get it in your ear, especially if you're a beginner, right? To latch on to things you have heard. The ear is a powerful thing. The memory is a powerful thing. So getting that all in your head is helpful. So again, I'm just happy we were able to be here tonight together in some format. I hope you all stay warm. I hope you all stay safe. I hope that the coldest weather of the year has passed yet. Knock on this piano. You never know, do you? Anyway, nonetheless, I just want to say thank you all again for coming on this recording and working on this Mozart a little bit. It's going to benefit us in our concerts in April. All right. Have a fantastic, fantastic week and see you soon. Bye.